So Caitlin Clark is... Look, we all know Caitlin Clark has been the talk of the WNBA. She has been the player that, heck, I built my damn career off. But, and she's been one of the best rookies the league has ever seen. But this kind of anecdote from her coach just shows what type of a player that she is. But before we get on, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are trying to hit 17.7 thousand subscribers by the end of the day. Right now, we are only just over 100 off. But anyway, so if you did not listen to Christie Sides, so Christie Sides is talking about the competitive nature of Caitlin Clark right here.
How competitive Caitlin is. How does that manifest itself outside of basketball? And what other areas is she hyper competitive?
I think just about anything that there's a score being taken, she's gonna want to be competitive with it. I mean, we do the half court shot, and I think she thinks that's that's the one thing she's mostly concerned about throughout shoot around, getting to that half court shot. She wants to win that. But that is such a trait that it just spills onto everyone else, you know. And I say it all the time. I compare Diana Taurasi has that. She has that competitive fire, that competitive spirit. That just she just won't, you know, everyone else seems to get that, and that is just something I can't say enough about. Appreciate her for that. Also want to say we shot our free throws.
Obviously, hyping up her team as well. And then, not only that, she was asked if she was trying to make a case for Rookie of the Year, and this is what she said.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always going to make a case for my players. She's, first and foremost, she's the most competitive human being I've ever met. I really compare her to Diana Taurasi. She's always looking to find ways to get better. How can I help the team? What can we do? But she, you know, she found a rhythm tonight. You know, she's, you know, the timing for our players is getting better every game. So some of the ones that, you know, some of the shots that, you know, those passes that she was making early, we just weren't ready for them. Now that chemistry is there, that timing is there, and that's going to keep getting better. But she just wants to win. She just wants to win. And to me, I mean, she's going to be my Rookie of the Year every day. Every day.
But yeah, it is I think that might be a good comparison. It's a really good comparison when it comes to the WNBA. Obviously, the Indiana Fever aren't a great team, but they're getting better. You're seeing they're 6-4. And this isn't a Mickey Mouse 6-4 like they were when they were just playing the bad teams. In the last week, in their last 3 games they have played, everyone thought that this was going to be a slide. Everyone was like, oh, they're playing the Mercury, then the Aces, then the Liberty. Everyone's like, oh, they're going to lose 3 in a row there. Or sorry, they played the Sparks. Or they played the Storm, I think, after the Mercury? I think so. I think that was it. So everyone's like, oh, 4 losses in a row. They've came out of that 2-2. They've came out of playing 4 of the best teams in the league, or 4 of the good 6 teams. There's a good 6 teams and a bad 6 teams. They played 4 of the good 6 teams, and they came out of it 2-2, which is incredible. Which is absolutely incredible for this team. And it just shows, as far as people being like, oh, Caitlin Clark is not a leader, Caitlin Clark is not Kate Martin's talking about how AJ Wilson's a leader. She's probably not a leader in a conventional sense. And you can see there's some things where it's you can see sometimes her frustration at her teammates on the court. Obviously, off the court, from what we've seen, it seems like the team all really gets along. But on the court, you can see sometimes there is that bit of frustration from Caitlin Clark towards her teammates. But at the end of the day, this is female Kobe. And to be fair, you could argue Diana Taurasi was female Kobe. This is female Kobe, female Michael Jordan. This is a player who has got that Mamba mentality, who is going to be a winner, who's going to be that level of a player. And again, obviously, you can't talk about one without the other. When we're talking about the other rookie, Angel Reese, who's the other rookie of the year candidate, they're opposite, but they're the same in terms of their end goals and everything. But you gotta say, the more things that are coming out about Caitlin Clark, the more where it's just a lot of the BS drama is kind of gone. I do think with her and her teammates that there was, not that there was any sort of resentment. I don't think they hated her. They've ever hated Caitlin Clark, because any one of her teammates, you'll never hear something like that. but the whole circus around her, it does seem like the teammates are probably weren't the biggest fans of that. But you're now seeing more and more where a lot of these players, like Aaliyah Boston, 600,000 votes for All-Star. She may not have gotten an All-Star based on coach's vote. She got an All-Star based on the fan vote as much as anything. You're seeing the likes of, like, again, you're seeing the likes of Katie Lou maybe not playing the amount of support this team's getting. You're getting full crowds at away games, and you've gone into probably hit a level of celebrity that you never have. So it's looking like the team are starting to get used to that. The team are realizing, okay, yeah, Caitlin can make us look really, really good at basketball. If we just run and catch the ball, she can make us look really good. And this is a team that's starting to figure it out. They really are starting to figure it out. But the team look, I think, again, Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston are, you could argue, are two better scorers. And this is a team where they go where she goes. They go where Caitlin Clark goes. Caitlin Clark is more Steve Nash than Steph Curry. She's more Magic Johnson than Steph Curry. She's more UCLA Lonzo Ball than Steph Curry. Like, she has that range. She can go and score. But you can see there's no frustration shots anymore. She does shoot the ball quite a bit. She's starting to shoot it more. But if you watched a month ago, she was shooting frustration shots. If she didn't touch the ball for a while, she would just fire it up every time she touched it. She was getting angry about being frozen out. And now it seems like a team's winning. She's playing well. She's running the show. And she's happy. She's happy with the way the team's played. At the end of the day, if Kobe, you saw it in like the Olympics in 2008. When Kobe has guys in his team that are good enough to pass the ball to, he'll pass them the ball. He'll pass them the ball. Obviously, when at times he didn't deem Shaq to be good enough, and he was not passing the ball maybe as much as Shaq wanted. But early in the career, yeah, late in the game, give it to the big guy. Give it to the big guy. And Caitlin Clark is just, she's the female Kobe. She's the female Michael Jordan. So there's going to be a lot of things you're going to see when things are going badly. You're going to see, the body language problems, her being frustrated at her teammates. You're going to see a lot of that stuff. But you also saw maybe people weren't looking out for it as much with Kobe and Jordan. Heck, Jordan punched his teammate. He punched Steve Kerr. I can't remember what the guy's name was that he bullied off the team. The guy was an all-star, took a pay cut to go to Chicago, and Jordan trash-talked him so bad that he basically forgot how to play basketball at team practice. Like, it is crazy, again, just how that type of mentality is needed to be one of the best ever. And look, as far as guards are concerned in the WNBA, I think you're going to be seeing it more and more. Like, obviously, Taurasi is the most similar player. And from what everyone said, like, again, I watched the WNBA. I wasn't a WNBA fanatic before this season. So everyone has said, just even mannerisms, how she is on the court, just the way she goes about things. Everyone is like, well, no, she is the reincarnation of Diana Taurasi. She just happens to have Sue Bird's passing as well.